In the back of a broken-down box truck near an abandoned highway, Animal Control discovered a grain-white Pitbull curled into himself like he was trying to vanish. He didn't lift his head. He didn't bark. His ribs showed through his skin, like bars on a cage. On his neck, a faded collar with no tag. His name was unknown. The officers called him Echo, because he made no sound, but something about his silence echoed louder than any noise. A dog who had clearly once been loved, then forgotten. At the shelter, Echo didn't react. Two voices. He ignored toys. When food was placed in front of him, he waited until the lights were off to eat.
Male, no response,
Volunteers called him
withdraw.
hopeless. "That one's broken," someone whispered. But one woman, 29 years old and recently divorced, refused to accept that. She visited every day, never tried to pet him,
never thought I'd find you here.
never
of all
begged for
places.
attention. Just sat near his kennel, reading books aloud. Sometimes classic novels, sometimes her own diary pages. She didn't know why she chose Echo. Maybe because she, too, had been left behind and called unworthy. One day, as she read from her childhood journal, Echo stood up, walked slowly to the glass, and sat down. Just sat close. That was the moment she knew. There was still someone inside that shell. She adopted him. No celebration, just a quiet ride home. And a new name on the vet paperwork. Echo, male Pitbull, approx. 5 years. Echo didn't transform overnight. He flinched at every loud noise, hated doorways, refused to sleep on the bed. He lay near the door, as if expecting to be kicked out. But the woman gave him space, then routine, then patience. One morning, after 2 months, Echo barked just once. At a falling broom, it was the first sound he'd made since arriving. After that, came small victories. A tail wag when she returned from work.
Good boy, you're
A
doing
paw on her
so
lap during a
well.
storm.
Let's see how much
A
you
nap on the
weigh today.
couch with a blanket tucked over him. The neighborhood took longer to trust. "You let that dog roam your house?" A neighbor asked. "Those dogs turn." Echo didn't turn. He healed. And every step forward was his rebellion against the stereotype painted over his kind. One late summer night, a thunderstorm rolled through, lightning cracked above the city, power went out, and someone knocked at the door, frantic, loud, scared. A man soaked, mid-40s, screamed for help. His car had crashed 2 blocks away, and his young daughter was trapped in the back seat. No one else had opened their door. Without hesitation, the woman grabbed her phone and flashlight, but Echo was faster. He pushed through the door, sprinting into the rain, nose to the wind. The woman and the man followed. They found the smoking car just off the road. The girl was inside, seatbelt jammed, glass everywhere, crying. The man tried to reach in, but the smoke was too thick. Echo crawled through the broken window and stayed inside until the girl was safe in her father's arms. News spread. Pitbull saves girl from wreck. The headline shocked people. Some praised Echo. Others doubted. It was instinct, they said. Just adrenaline. But the girl knew. "He didn't leave me," she told reporters. He just stayed. Echo's photo made the front page. A photo of him wrapped in a towel, face dirty, eyes calm. Beside him, the girl holding onto his paw. After that, everything changed.
He's such a friendly
Neighbors who
dog.
once warned her to be
Everyone
careful
loves him.
now brought him
He
treats.
really is.
Local
Makes our
kids would
walk
ask,
so much
"Can
nicer."
Echo come too?" The park, the city awarded him a medal. The shelter that once called him broken now framed his adoption photo by the front desk.
Thank
And
you all
Echo,
for coming.
he didn't care for
Today,
fame,
we have a special
but he loved the
guest
little
who will
girl
teach us about
who visited often.
responsible pet ownership.
They had their own quiet
You're such a good
language made of
dog.
looks, nudges,
He really
and shared
loves
silences. Years passed. Echo's muzzle turned white. His legs stiffened. But he never lost his calm presence. He still walked beside the woman every morning, still waited by the door when she was late, still protected the small world they built. Not
We gather here today
with strength,
to remember a cherished
but with
member of our
stillness.
community.
one winter
Though our
morning,
hearts are heavy, we
Echo
find
didn't rise
comfort
from
in
his
our
bed.
shared memories.
The woman sat beside him, holding his paw, whispering stories just like she used to in the shelter. And Echo, the dog who never made a sound,
And
let
though
out
the
one
world
deep
has
sigh,
changed so
and was
much,
gone.
some things
They buried him
stay the
beneath a
same,
tree in the community
like my
park,
love for
the
you.
same park where he learned to trust again. The city placed a stone with an engraving echo, the pit. Bull who spoke loudest in silence? Now, kids still play there. Runners jog past. Sometimes, the little girl now in high school sits by the grave and reads out loud, and every so often, the wind shifts, the leaves rustle, and it almost feels like he's still listening.